The fall colors are at their peak, and Brandon and I had an opportunity to enjoy this amazing time of year by going on an adventure to the Almaguin Highlands region of Ontario. We had a busy week planned with 4 different experiences booked, all with the mindset to treading lightly and enjoying the beauty that nature has to offer. Come along with us on this cinematic style adventure video to enjoy these outdoor activities and the fall colors in full swing. Our first activity brings us to the town of Magnetawan. Here we'll meet up with Scotty, who will bring us on a pontoon boat ride through the beautiful Magnetawan River to do some fishing and enjoy the scenery around the adjacent lake.
And mess around with it. We haven't caught anything yet, so we really don't know
What they're doing.
what to do right now. Yeah. Usually kind of hanging out by these docks and the shallows here. Is that your spot there?
No, that's where he was. I was gonna get him first.
Nice. A little bigger.
That's better.
That's much better.
We're going in the right direction.
Yeah. You didn't. So. Yeah, you didn't get it. Yeah, nice. Thanks for coming, guys. That was fun.
So we went fishing, went on a little lake tour. That was fun. We got settled into our place for the night. Well, for the next couple days. Very, very sweet couple, and but we'll show you more about them as the week goes on. This is really heavy.
We should probably get into a restaurant before they close down.
Yeah, probably. But I had to talk to the people.
I know.
So we're just going to a little bistro that's right here in the town of Sundridge. We're gonna go get some grub for dinner. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm just wondering if you're trying to stir your coffee with the tip of that creamer, or if your depth perception was off a little bit. I would just ask someone else to hold the camera while I poured it.
That's probably a good idea. You could have just offered.
Well, I thought it was pretty entertaining just watching you.
That's super good.
Super good?
Super good. No, it's really good. It's like super homemade. And homemade crackers.
On that lid already though, right?
Most tender fish and chips. Everything's homemade, really good.
Yeah, super homemade.
And I'm picky.
Yeah, he's a picky eater. He's hard to feed.
Yeah, this is so good. I'm just gonna focus on this one because
Okay.
You wouldn't like it.
No, it's
overcooked,
it's
terrible.
way too good
No.
for my taste buds.
I agree.
Also, save me a bite.
Also, no way.
So, we just finished dinner. Woo! There's a drop there. At the bistro. And I got me a coffee. And we're just kind of going for a little walk because we ate way too much food because it was really delicious. And this is so nice. What a good night. Well, we're all settled in for the night and ready for bed. And he's watching the game. What a view. Okay, so it's day 2 of our trip, and we're on our way to Outdoor Adventure ATV, and we're gonna ride some 4-wheelers. Should be fun. We're almost there. We started the tour with traveling gravel roads and logging roads to lead us to the trails, going only where the established trails are. After a great first half of the ride, we stopped for a break, where Lisa, owner and operator, along with her husband Steve, brought along snacks and refreshments for everyone to enjoy. While we were there, we were joined by another group that was on a ride with Steve, who didn't ride with us for very long, but it was fun to meet more out there and ride with them for a short time after our pit stop. Then we continued on to some more rugged trails. The final part of this ride took us along some fun and challenging trails, and the whole experience is great for both beginners as well as experienced riders. While our group didn't see any wildlife on this ride, Lisa and Steve have a ton of stories of seeing animals of all kinds on their adventures. In fact, Steve had a moose running right beside him on his morning ride that very same day. We had an awesome time exploring the trails and definitely hope to come back here in the future. After another great day in the outdoors, we were happy to settle in and have dinner with our wonderful hosts at Brennan Bay Bed and Breakfast, Vince and Susan. They were a real hoot to chat with, and they treated us like family from the moment we got there. Thank you guys so much for having us. It saves us from running around.
Very proud of you guys. Whatever you did, it was incredible.
Oh, thanks.
For a woman to do all that work.
Thank you so much.
get along in this canoe.
Oh.
We haven't paddled together in a long time. We do solos.
Yeah, we ever swim solo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So we're yelling at each other. It's funny.
You didn't want to.
Fog lifted in a hurry.
It did.
Look at them all. It's crazy.
Room to Darwin, we took 3 weeks and we could have taken double as well.
There's a bald eagle up there and he is massive. It's gorgeous out. So we woke up super early to come out and hang out with the Kelly brothers of Driftwood Paddle, and basically they do canoe guides and stuff. That's so bright. And absolute gorgeous morning. We're at access point number 1 for Algonquin Park, but we're not actually in the park. We still got quite a ways to go before we actually get to Algonquin Park border, so we're just out here paddling, and boys are up there. Scrape it up. Did you get to that inner stuff? The rest of it. I kind of rushed to the bed. I don't think I did enough.
That's the other thing about being a guide, is like, it's never gonna be perfect, right?
No.
Like, you know, there's never like a one-time thing.
The thinner ones in a big pile just took off, no problem.
Perfect filming down directly. We're grateful we're celebrating our 5th season as Driftwood Paddle. We had amazing trips, from so many great young family trips, to yoga trips, to natural movement trips, to mindfulness trips, different collaborations. We're super excited to work with more people that are excited to get out into the backcountry and explore what nature has to offer.
So we picked up food at the bistro after a beautiful morning of canoeing. And they have the absolute best fish and chips there, like on the planet best. And so we picked that up, we brought it out here so that we could enjoy it. We came out to a place called Brennan's Hill Camping and Cabins, and it's a fairly new place. And it's basically a campground, but what they're going for here is just like a complete taste of wilderness, but still being able to drive up to it. So we get to check out this beautiful cabin today. Thought we'd sit here and eat first, and we're pretty hungry. But it's such a good morning. It's so pretty, like waking up before the sun came up, and don't get me wrong, it's a little difficult for us to wake up that early.
It's pretty.
But yeah, it was absolutely incredible. The fog coming off the lake. I guess you guys saw it. It's just beautiful.
Brennan's Hill holds a unique camping experience that is unlike any other campground I've ever seen personally. Their campsites are spaced out, providing lots of privacy. The campground itself is carved into an incredibly dense forest of mixed hardwoods and conifers, giving you that feeling of being way out in the woods, but with all the amenities. The most unique part about Brennan's is that the whole place is run completely off the grid, powered by the sun. There's comfort stations, a huge kids park, a park store, and trails to explore all around the 100-acre property. We were glad to get out here for a little picnic today and a tour of the property. It's a pretty cool place.
Morning, love.
Morning. Good morning, man.
So it's our last morning here at our bed and breakfast, and we've woken up every day to coffee made, breakfast ready, and lunch packed for our day. Vince and Susan have been so kind and accommodating to our busy days here, and they've taken great care of us. This morning after breakfast, Susan introduced us to a friend of hers who's part of a local conservation group called the Frag Fighters. They've been putting forth a massive effort to eradicate an invasive plant species called Phragmites, which has been destroying the ecology and habitats of all the plants and animals in the lakes around which it grows. This group is comprised of volunteers in the region who spend an estimated 35 hours per week in a desperate fight to carefully remove and eliminate this species that threatens the health of their local lakes. This group needs to report their ongoing progress, so Brandon and I were able to volunteer our time to send the drone out and get this footage of a big stand of frag they recently removed. Brandon is my incredible drone pilot, so he got some excellent footage, and I edited together a small video that they could send in for their report. We had no idea that this plant was so invasive. We were fascinated at the effort and care put into this fight, and we'll definitely be more aware of this plant wherever we go now. So with our day already at a great start, we now headed over to Coughlin's riding ranch to do some horseback riding through the forest. Should be fun. When we arrived at Coughlin's riding ranch, we were greeted with a relaxed environment to meet our horses and get ready to head out into the trails. I've grown up with horses my entire life, and in fact, I still own my own horse. His name is Samson, and I raised and trained him as a young colt. And he currently stays with a dear friend of mine and works in helping people with emotional disorders in something called equine therapy. So this was a real treat to get back in the saddle, hang out with some horses, and go for a ride through the forest on such a calm fall day. That's great.
Yeah.